actually planned on being on camera, and then oh shit, and I haven't published that wee shorts. And anyway, um, I found a wee thing on my phone where I'd actually filmed, like I'd filmed myself behind, or sorry, in front of the sea. Um, yeah, because people just sometimes connect to the healing a bit stronger when they can actually see me and see my eyes and stuff. But anyway, I forgot I haven't published that. That was funny. What day was that? That was Monday. And it was like I left the house and I was like, why in the fuck is there so many people? Like, what is going? And then I was like, oh my god, please don't tell me it's Easter holidays. And then I asked my mum and I was like, Mum, why the fuck is there so many people? There's fucking loads of kids and everything. And I was like, listen, I love kids, right? But it's like, it's rammed in the Easter holidays when you're down the beach. It's like there's just people everywhere. And I was like, oh no. But it reminds me of that time when I went out in the summer and it was just mental. And I was so overwhelmed and anxious. I shit you not. I braved it to get my coffee and I fucking came back home. But I didn't do that on Monday. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. This is the gist of it. This full moon, I don't know if any of yous are feeling, well, I do know. I was about to say, I don't know if any of yous are feeling it, or if you're not feeling it, you'll be noticing it. That and I mean, it's not funny. I'm noticing a extreme amount of people having like complete mental breakdowns. Hello, congratulations, beautiful. And happy birthday for tomorrow. Happy full moon birthday. I was about to call out the 144, but I missed it saying hello to you. How are you doing? Are you on a holiday of sorts, or what are you doing? Yeah, so yeah, that's it. So no, happy birthday. I hope it is a happy birthday to you for tomorrow, but it's like this energy's nuts, guys. Like yeah, I mean, I'm doing all right, but I'm only doing all right because I'm just fucking, I'm keeping to myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's 222. That reminds me of Love and Partnership, the Libra full moon. So we're already in the Libra moon right now, and the Libra full moon is in the wee small hours or the early morning UK time, I believe. Don't quote me on that though, because we are pretty much. Oh wait a minute, is it today? No, I think it's on the 7th. It's the official pre-shadow of the Mercury retrograde, which comes in a few weeks. So hooray, more fuckery to, you know, confuse all the other confusing situations in our lives. Hello, how are you doing? By the way, please sort of that's a bit serious, but if I miss somebody when they say hi, right, it's probably because when I'm channeling, I'm looking away and it only flashes up for a minute and then it fucks off again. So I think it appears if, oh no, it comes back if I touch it, but I really don't want to fuck about the screen because I'll be like raging if it turns around on me. You know it's going to do that because I said that, eh? I'll be fucking raging. Like, I'll be deleting this shit. I'm not in a place to be seen today. That's why I was like, I don't know who the hell I was kidding, thinking I was going to be chucking my makeup on and getting on a live. I just was doing that from a place of my big heart because I know that tomorrow there's fucking no way I don't want to people at all tomorrow. The only people I'm going to see tomorrow are my beautiful wee niece. Before she leaves me, she's going to nursery soon. I'm like, oh, I love my wee Thursdays with her, but so I'll honour, that'll be special to, you know, to have that with her tomorrow, but that time with her. But oh, that's actually really magical. God, see, so this is what I mean about off the cuff. I mean, everything I do is off the cuff, but that I've just realised that, right, as I've said it. God, I don't want to start crying or something. But that is so synchronistic that is the last Thursday that I'm going to have my wee 3-year-old niece before she goes to nursery, kind of, you know, like what am I talking? You know what I mean? It's like not school. It's like the preschool kid, because I think she goes to a playgroup already. But anyway, proper nursery. And isn't it beautiful that it's bittersweet, that it's like, it's nice because she's grown up, but it's like she's not a baby anymore. And it's kind of like, but it's just lovely that it's ending on a full moon in Libra. Do you know what I mean? Because Libras love peace and harmony. And it's, Yeah. Oh God, honestly, she lights up my world. Like she's just it's the two of them do, but it's like uh her, I think I've said this before, but her Venus conjuncts mine. So if you don't know what conjuncts means, conjuncts is just when two planets sort of meet up and hang out, you know what I mean, to keep it simple. Which can sometimes be it can sometimes be not a great thing, but it's, you know, in this case it's like I've said that before, it's like she often just she just sits and stares at me and smiles, and then I just sit staring at her and smile, and it's just and when she's really loving, she'll just be like, I just want to cuddle you, or she'll be like, I just love you, and I'll be like, I just love you, and it's like, do you mean these are the situations you want in life, regardless of whoever it is. Do you know what I mean? As long as it's genuine, and fucking hell, I've not said that for a joke. There's a lot of there's a lot of fuckery as I get drawn at 555. If again, again, we're going to have to go into the shadow side a little bit because there's just so much of it happening to the point where, like, it's happening personally with people, right? Where basically what I would say is it's people being revealed, you know, and I believe that's a term from the Bible, really, but it's like people being, never mind, Lexi, just join in when you can. But it's, oh, so you're not on a holiday? Are you going on a holiday or that of sorts? I thought you were maybe on a, are you going on your holiday after? You're honeymooning. Holiday. It's a honeymoon. Congratulations to Lexi and Kurt. But basically, what am I trying to say here? This might get annoying holding the phone like this, but it was just, you know, and it was like I felt that impatience of the Aries energy, and it's like I think it's just they want me to get basically piecing together the random cards that I picked up before I came on here. They literally just want me to get on and share my frequency, whatever I can of it, because it's needed. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm here to transmute that energy and hopefully make people laugh a little bit. So I'll just stay as long as I can. Well, not as long as I can handle it, because then I really will have no energy. But no, I just got back from Florida last week, so back in the tattoo grid. Oh, right. So you've been on. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, basically it's whether it's in personal situations where you're having, you know, being blindsided, I think is quite a big thing that's going on for people, like perhaps, you know, friendships breaking down that you maybe didn't see coming, or it could be, definitely be romantic situations. If there's not already been breakups around you or seen people break up, get ready for it, because that's what eclipse season does, guys. Eclipse season is notorious for breakups. Wherever relationships are not stable, I always say they can't make it, but I have seen relationships where I know they're not stable make it through several eclipses. So it's not always the case, you know what I mean? It's like what I wrote in the post earlier. In order to leave a stressful situation behind, I suppose all the ingredients in your life has to be right for it. But I feel if that is you, lots of people are leaving very stressful situations behind. And I'm laughing because I pulled these for myself when I left. And I thought, for me, on a smaller scale, I think this was well, actually, that wasn't stressful. I think it was just about when I was phoning Virgin, but I mean, it often is fucking stressful if you've ever had to phone Virgin Media. But that was one of the least stressful ones, but I just thought that was hilarious when I got that text. I thought, what the fuck? I actually thought it was like a scam at first. But anyway, I laughed at this because I was going for a coffee, caffeine free. He's like, woohoo, I'm feeling good because I'm caffeine free. I actually am caffeine free because I always have decaf, but I kind of feel it's still not very good for you. But anyway, this might be for someone. Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask that you cut my cords of attachment to caffeine so that I may honour my body's natural energy rhythms without chemicals. So that might be for someone. And leave a stressful situation behind. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage and willingness to take good care of myself, including surrounding myself with healthy relationships and positive situations. So again, just to sort of channel on this card for a wee bit, I really do feel if that hasn't already happened to you over the last few weeks or months, you might be going through that right now, or it may be coming for you, because remember, whenever I go through things like this personally, it's usually well in advance of me putting these messages out. But obviously sometimes people can go through things at the same time, and I do feel in this case a lot of you will be going through this at the same time as well. But again, it's all about ascension. Like, you know, it's like our energies are shifting and changing, And the more empowered you get, not everybody can keep up. And it's really quite sad, do you know what I mean? Because it's like, it's, yeah, it is. It's just sad. There's no other word for it. Is that it's, you know, Libra, especially when it's a Libra full moon, we want love, peace, and harmony. But it's, you know, to go a bit shadowy here, like often the cases, you know, you got to take personal responsibility for your own energy, but a lot of the times there's a lot of projections going on. And basically, if people aren't doing their shadow work, whether that be you or the people around you, you're really going to see it. And, you know, we are moving into a time that I've been channeling about for the past 7 or 8 years or longer. But that's how long I've been doing lives and stuff, or roughly that, whatever. It would be less than that for lives, because the lives came out after starting my page. That we're all going to be as telepathic as what I have been, you know, really my whole life. I mean, obviously mine heightened when I had my spontaneous Kundalini rising and everything, which is happening till, well, the spontaneous bit won't happen to a lot of you, but fucking hell if it does, your prayers are I'm definitely praying for you, because that was not pleasant. If you've not heard that story before, I was in agony for 56 hours as that energy moved in me, so... But yeah, everybody is going to be so telepathic that, you know, you can't hide when you've got kind of lurking jealousy or envy or darkness, or, you know, just, you know, kind of not doing the work there. You know what I mean? So it's good to be aware of. And it's why I keep saying to people, you know, just be discerning. When you get a bit of a shifty feeling about anyone really in your life, you know, it's always good just to be like, right, is there stuff going on in my life that I'm being a bit sensitive here? But like I always say, but I looked at 1144 when I said it, you know, don't gaslight yourself. I'm you know, I say this all the time, don't I? That, because unfortunately when I've fought that in the last sort of, really the last sort of 3 years or longer, but whenever I've fought that and I've shooed it away, because I'm being like, why am I thinking that about that person? Like, that person wouldn't fuck me over, or that can't be the case. I'm always proven right. And it's like so annoying. And it's like I should know better, because it's like fucking God talking to me like he talks to me for all of you guys. He, she, whatever you want to call it. But it's just because, you know, having a gift like this, it's a gift and a curse, having a beautiful gift like this. You want to always see the good in people. And yeah, so anyway. Didn't know I was going to say all that, but it's very fucking relevant to some folk out there. Right, so... these, I'm just going to go all over the place with this, right? So maybe before I do that, who requested, it was Michelle requested a card, and then Nyx, and yes, I'll absolutely keep my wee pal, your wee boy, in my prayers for that, because I did write that in the title there, that it's, people really need it, you know what I mean? A lot of us are being really big time, I mean, it's so funny, but... massively energetically attacked, psychically attacked, spiritual warfare for those of you that are like, well, just, yeah, if you're a twin flame, you're going through it, do you know what I mean? But some people are getting it a lot worse than others. And like I said, I have just witnessed it. It's crazy. Like, it just seems like every day I get led to literally seeing somebody having a fucking meltdown or a breakdown, online mostly. And it's so sad, but it's like they keep chucking me on to people, like, to sort of save the day. Like, and it's like I'm either openly saving the day, or I'm like, but mostly it's kind of like I'm just sort of silently saying a wee prayer, and then I see the person the next day feeling better, and it's just, yeah, that's the double mission part of it. But anyway, but at least here I'm out and proud, and I can openly be like, look, if you're struggling with something, you know, putting the prayers out for you. Right, so... Michelle, are you here? Would you like a card? So I've got quite a few, and Lexi, would you like a card as well? I've got quite a few cards here. I've got some shadowy ones. I've got the dark mirror ones. I know you like them, Lexi, don't you? I think I got them. I think I got them because I saw. Oh no, it was the circus cards or something. I've still not got them actually. That was the cards you used once, and I liked them. But yeah, I've got these dark mirror cards. And what's that one again? Oh yeah, look, Call in the Storm. So that I've left that in there for a reason. And I've got my mystical shaman cards. I've got these ones which I hardly ever use, the Shaman's Dream. So if somebody must need a message out of there, I was feeling like these would maybe be quite good to do the one card readings for people, because you get a wee bit more detail. And yeah, I've got some love cards here. I've got the healing cards, the Raphael healing cards, the ones where I just showed you the stressful situation. I've got some love cards because Libra is the filming about love. I don't really feel like reading about love, to be perfectly honest, but I will because it's my life purpose, right? Right, let's see. I'm listening but walking with my small people of fur baby. All right, good. Right, so where's Michelle? Michelle, did you come on here and go away again? I'm just going to make the executive decision to pull Michelle a card from here. So, this is the way we're going to shuffle because I need to hold the phone. Give me a message for Michelle that will help her at this time. That one. I could use calling a miracle cards. No, just calling in a miracle with this, just with the energy anyway. Right, so Magician's Sword. Confidence in your magic. Loving the words. See, this is why I just love that I trust my intuition like this, because I never use these cards and I'm loving that already. Where's the fucking book? Is the book in the box? Yes, I think the book's in the box. No, the book isn't in the box. Oh, come on. Is it under here? Oh, it's here, it's fine, it's fine. Right, okay, so I know what will make me end this. It'll be I think that this phone gets too hot. This is my everyday phone. I didn't really, so if somebody calls me, I'm fucked, but I'm that antisocial. I don't think anyone's going to call me unless it's my mum or something. Occasionally it might be like someone else, but a lot of the time it's like, you know, I'm one of them people, I'm like, why the fuck is my phone ringing? Somebody didn't warn me they were going to phone me. This is not okay. Like, this is how Pluto conjunct my Scorpio rising am, right? If someone's phone isn't in if someone's number isn't in my phone, it automatically rejects. It can be really annoying when you're like if you're phoning up about things that's like, you know, and you need to hear back, it automatically rejects it. I'm like, for fuck's sake. Right, okay, so 37. Oh, my nose is itchy already, so I think that might be some loved ones in spirit coming in for Michelle, because when my nose is itchy, it specifically always is about that. Right, I need to stop and itch my nose. Right, Lexi, are you still here? If so, let me know if you'd like a card. So, confidence in your magic. Nothing can stop you, the beauty you seek, Michelle, and whoever resonates with this. Because as we know, if you're new, I'm reading for people personally, and I'm going to do the collective ones. And I'll probably just pull a couple that'll be like, look, this is for someone random out there, so you'll know if it's you. But the messages usually always resonate with everyone. I find that whenever I catch people doing this that I resonate with, that I just watch the whole thing, because it always is, there's always a message for me too. With those that have the eyes to see and hear. I just got drawn to 1804 really strongly there, and that's my birthday. My birthday actually lands on the new moon solar eclipse. Talk about fucking intense. I mean, can I just say that actually, before I go on and read the rest of this card, that anything that was kind of kicking off, or seeds that you planted around September, the new moon in Libra, you know, a lot of that, you could be, wait a minute actually. Yeah, a lot of that you could, I don't know when it was, and it was sometime September though, I'm sure. A lot of that could be coming to a head now, you know, so it could have been good, bad, or indifferent stuff, but just sort of pay attention to that. Like, I bet there's been a lot of change since then. I definitely know in my life there's been a shitload of change since September. It's and that's why I'm not really looking forward to the Mercury retrograde again. And again, I'm one of the people that's proud of saying Mercury retrograde. By the way, when I start reading someone's message and then going on about the collective stuff, pay attention, Michelle, because I've just noticed I've done that, and it always happens for a reason. So you may have had a lot of disruptions in the last Mercury retrograde, or it could be about this one too, but it's basically, you know, Mercury retrograde is there to teach us patience and, you know, lessons that we need for our soul's growth and everything. So it can be really upsetting, distressing, annoying. You know, you can have annoying, like, misunderstandings, miscommunications. I would say arguments with the upcoming one, because it's just really intense energies already. But again, this is why I always say, if you're the person that on my very first live stream actually ever that I done, if I'm remembering rightly, where I had a Christmas hat on, I remember saying something like that it's like, you know, if you're the one watching this video, but back then, you know, Mercury retrograde wasn't as well known about as what it is now. I was like, if you're the one that knows it's Mercury retrograde, then you've got that awareness and you can hopefully sort of dilute and harmonise the situation a wee bit. But as I always say, you know, we've got to keep it real, right? I'm a raw and real Aries at the highest degree, and I mean that's the, you know, that's the new moon in Aries on the 20th. Is, like I say, it literally is a couple of days after my birthday, so it's not quite on the day, like Lexi's birthday is literally on the full moon tomorrow. It's kind of like, what am I trying to say here? We're not perfect, that's what I'm trying to say. As we've just come out of Virgo moon, and that is about perfection. So, you know, there are some situations where somebody might really fucking rub you up the wrong way and you're going to bite back, you know, especially when Mercury was in Aries there. If you found yourself over the last few weeks or the last month or so when it was there, oh, I'm doing your card. Oh, see, look, that's funny. Michelle, I started your card and I just read the very first wee blurb bit, and then I started channeling collective stuff, but now we know that's because you weren't here yet. So everything happens for a reason. And hello. But yeah, yeah, if you had some heated words with people, which there no doubt I bet you will have, a lot of yous out there, if not everyone, Mercury in Aries is very honest. And again, I, for one, love honesty. You know, I love honest and raw people. I'm sure a lot of yous do, otherwise you wouldn't be tuning into me. Again, unless you're one of like my lurking haters, but I've got lurking lovers too. And I don't mean like lurking lovers in that way. I just mean hopefully you love me and you're lurking. Do you know what I mean? But I've got lurking haters too, believe me. That's why I'm not fucking going anywhere near the internet tomorrow. I'll be like, I'll be getting all the spiritual protection out of the day. Let me tell you, fucking pray for me on this full moon. Seriously, pray for me. But I think hopefully I've had my lot. I feel like I've been battered and bruised energetically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally the past wee while there, and I think hopefully, you know what I mean, can I just fucking, you know, hide away, hermit, and you know, watch the fucking drama unfold for everyone else really, and pray for them. Right, okay, sorry. So, what was the point of all of that? I'm just asking them, what does that say over there? If you were an animal, what kind would you be? Okay, that's a random thing to be drawn to on that dice, but there you go. If you want to answer that question. Maybe it's about, like, you know, calling on your power. Yeah, calling on your power animals. Don't forget to call on your power animals. You know what I mean? In times of... Oh, look, fuck, I just realised what... Oh my God. I just realised what the phone was going on as I was saying that. I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said. It was wrong to take my frustration out on you. Holy fucking shit, guys. Holy fucking shit. So maybe you were that person or someone was that person for you, but that's really quite crazy because I just noticed that. My eyes just got pulled down to that. Right, okay, we'll get on to that after, but let's read Michelle's card. Right, so, and by the way, if I don't catch what you're saying, it's because the words disappear. Dolphin at this time? What do you mean, Michelle? Oh, right, oh, you're answering the question. Sorry, that was me slapping my own thigh, that was quite sore. That was fucking hilarious. See what I mean? Mine must be a fucking fish or an elephant. Who forgets that fast? I'm like thinking, why the fuck's she talking about dolphins? Right, time for Claire to go. I'm joking. Right, let's see. So, Magician's Sword. Confidence in your magic. Nothing can stop you, Michelle. The beauty you seek. When the Magician's Sword appears, you are called to cut the cords that bind you to old thought forms and beliefs. See how this is not just for Michelle, because it fits with what I read at the start, or to friends who are not true. Right, sorry, but is anyone else fucking freaked out that I've just channeled about that's been happening to me? Really, my whole fucking life, but that's not a joke. But how mental is that? How crazy is that? That's them just confirming how true that is. So if you've been gaslighting yourself, if you've been feeling bad for thinking, you know, I don't think that person's as genuine as they made out, or I don't think they've got my back, or actually they've been proven they've got, look, don't doubt yourself, because that's crazy. I never use this deck, and this is not just for Michelle, so God, wow, that's blew my mind. Wow. I'm going to read that again. I'm going to read it from the start again, just so it really gets through to people. When the magician's sword appears, you're called to cut the cords that bind you to old thought forms and beliefs, or to friends who are not true. Notice how that doesn't say lovers or in, does it? It does talk about friends. Jesus Christ. And again, I'm laughing because, again, it's my full moon of hidden enemies. So it literally every time it's a full moon in Libra. I don't think it happened so much last... I don't think it happened so much last full moon in Libra, but definitely the one 2 years ago, holy fuck, there was a whole load of best friends, in inverted commas, that were revealed to me. So it's very real. Astrology is very real. 37 might be someone's age out there as well. Of course, we know it's loads of people's age because I just attract the 1985ers for some reason. With the power of the magician's sword, nothing can stop you. I found some old writing and I was totally gaslighting myself for too long. Oh, God, we all do. It's like how I said the other day, the amount of times I fucking apologised to folk that were absolute C-words to me. I cringe when I think back on it. With the power of the magician's sword, nothing can stop you, hurt you, or turn you away from the beauty you seek or the goal you desire with all of your heart. The sword is a tool, not a weapon, so make sure you wield it wisely and for the greater good. Because, yeah, with all the sort of things I'm saying, like, again, it's about, because the moon's in Libra right now. If the moon was in Scorpio, my channeling would be different, right? Because I'm going in on a Scorpio moon. I'm joking. Well, I'm kind of joking, not joking when I say that. Remember how I said that the other day? This really is fucking me off, how I keep saying only kidding or only joking and that. I never used to do that before. And I said before where I feel that's coming from, but anyway. Libra is about love, peace and harmony, right? But again, the shadow side of that, or the not so good part about it, would be people pleasing. And I pulled a short shit, I think it was only yesterday, wasn't it, or the day before, about, you know, give up codependent people pleasing. And again, that can be really hard, you know, if you're here to, you know, to uplift people and, you know, spread the joy and the happiness, you know, you want to see the good in people. But that's why I say, like, you know, don't gaslight your people, don't gaslight yourself, because a lot of people are just there to use you. And the minute you put boundaries in, you'll see who doesn't like it when they're not getting what they want from you. I'm telling you, all having to live with relatives that are not awake is fucking crazy. But I'm grateful to have my roof over my head. Oh, Michelle, that is shit. I really, honestly, I've been praying for you since, I really am praying for you that you find your own space. For fuck's sake, sort it out, higher power, that Michelle gets an amazing space away from not awake relatives. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Right, okay. Right. What was I going to say here? But again, listen, you know what I mean? I'm in relatively good spirits, like, considering the shit that's been happening to me. I don't know how the fuck I'm doing this for you guys. Again, it is because it uplifts me to uplift other people. But don't burn out from that, do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not going to be sitting here for 3 hours kind of thing. It's probably why they made me use my everyday phone. And I'm not a fan of work at night just now. I don't know when I will be again, but it's like, I like to just get my work done during the day now. Right, so find the stuff. Oh, because the reason I started saying that was that, you know, your words can heal or harm. So even if people have backstabbed you and all that kind of stuff, or not, you know, not being as good a friend as, you know, you deserve, or whatever, or all that kind of stuff, it's all just lessons, you know. And then and like you said, you've got to separate the people that never had your back from the people who are in a dark place right now, or a dark night of soul, because I think that's why they were putting it on that. Like, you know, lots of people will be lashing out, you'll be lashing out, or people will be lashing out at you because they're in a dark place, and these are the people that will come later and apologise, you know. Or if you're in like me and the things that happen in my life, I wouldn't fucking hang around holding your breath for that with folk. Do you know what I mean? I was about to say, I'm still waiting on apologies for the last few years, but they're no fucking coming. Do you know what I mean? Keep it moving. But you still forgive. You can forgive people without getting apologies. Do you know what I mean? So don't confuse those people in the dark night of soul with people that genuinely were hidden enemies, because that's not the same thing. Right. Find the stuck places where you're kept tethered to a toxic person or a particular location. How crazy is that with that other card that was about leaving a stressful situation. Oh my God, a particular location. Michelle, this is your card. I keep forgetting that. Or a faulty thought or belief, and let the blade do its magic. You have a large endowment of magic available to you when you believe in miracles, and that's what this stream's all about. That's what this channel's all about. And could we get a miracle? Could we get to fucking 500? Could we actually do that today? Could we get that miracle today or tomorrow? And like, let's reach 500. Nothing magical happens at 500. Actually, do you know what? It kind of does, because well, I don't know about magical, because I'll probably start having a panic attack or something. But it's kind of like, once you get past 500, the clock's kind of, that's, the jury's out, actually. It either keeps climbing slow as fuck, or it can go quite fast. But I've already seen clairvoyantly. I've saw the moment this starts to go very fast. So it'll be interesting to see if it's when I think it is. You have a large endowment of magic available to you when you believe in miracles, but don't look to the heavens to grant you a wish. Look within. Use the magician's sword to cut through limiting beliefs. And remember, that's what I'm here to help you do, hopefully, is cut through those limiting beliefs. Because my Sag Moon, by the way, I'm going to look back at what you are saying. My Sag Moon conjunct Uranus and conjunct my South Node in Sagittarius is about releasing limiting beliefs. So that is, I'm literally here to help you guys jump a timeline, quantum leap into your highest self. You know what I mean? And remember that all beliefs are limiting, and focus your intention in order to create what you wish. You have all the tools you need for the task at hand. You need only muster the wherewithal to deploy the resources you have. When the magician's sword appears, it is time to get moving. And I just said keep it moving. This is not a tool for a contemplation, for gazing at the finely polished edge. It is an instrument calling for decisive action. And remember, the sword is alive with a wisdom you can summon to help you find the best course of action. Do not hesitate, act. So Michelle, I hope you were paying attention there, because that was yours. Do not hesitate, act. So when you're guided to act, act. Now let me see. I need to see, because when I was reading that, all this stuff was... Right, let me see. Thank you so much. Big life lesson to detach from material things. Yes. And Michelle, thank you for saying that, because look at this, actually. This is what I've been channeling for months, if not years, isn't it? That those of you in divine masculine energy, whatever gender, that is the big lesson that you're all going through. You could all be... You could be losing homes. You could be losing money. You could be leaving... having to leave toxic situations, you know, friends behind, family behind. That is the lesson that many of you are going through right now. Hopefully I prepared some of you for it, although it's always going to be rough. And remember, because I'm a collective channel, it happens to me too, so that I can channel about it. So believe me, I do know. I've been threatened with similar things that you are talking about. Had to get rid of everything I own, but I feel so much lighter. I know the wheel is turning in my favour. I so appreciate it. Is, Michelle. It is. It's kind of like when you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere else to go but up. You know what I mean? There's a deck of cards I saw the other day, actually, that had rock bottom in it. I want to get it. It's one of Colette Barra needs one. I forget what it is, the Enchanted Map or something. Because it actually had rock bottom, and I was like, ooh. But yes, it's a necessary lesson, but it doesn't make it any easier. So we're definitely praying for you. Right, so I hope that helps. I hope that helped. And like I said, I'm holding everybody in my prayers while I'm doing this, and when I come off it. Right, so let's do one for next now. And then look what I just said about divine masculine energies, and it's 33 minutes as it's on here again. Right. So, would you like one of these ones next? Don't know how much battery I've got. And anybody new there, if you're not shy in speaking up, speak now or forever hold your peace. I might still tell you what you need to hear without you asking for a card though, of course. Right. And if anybody missed what I wrote in the post earlier, I was guided to make myself available today for 30-minute live Zooms for anyone that might be needing that. I don't usually do 30-minute live Zooms, but and so that's, again, it's just if anybody was needing that. And again, if you do want to, if anyone does want to book that today, just to lock in that You know, because that's not something I usually offer. I don't know if I'll, you know, will offer that next week or whatever, but you could book it today and have it next week if you want, but it would have to be like either today or next week, do you know what I mean? Because yeah, I'm not working tomorrow, right? So right, and I just missed what he said again. It's so annoying how it disappears. I trust you, right? I think one of these, because I think I was guided these for a reason. I am acting, I have no choice. You have greatly prepared me. I've been sent back to the family origins to release the rest of the stuck ancestor shite. I love you, Claire. I love you too, Michelle. And that is exactly what it is. And that's not a coincidence you said that, by the way, because I was just saying literally earlier about that it's that, you know, that is what we're here to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're generational curse breakers, whatever you want to call it. It's like wherever you've witnessed in your own family things that aren't healthy, you've got two ways to look at it here. Do you know what I mean? It's like Libra is about duality, you know, and speaking again, it's like speaking from helping people with this and personal experience, it's like you can either look at it like really darkly and you can be like, oh my god, like, you know, nothing's ever going to change, this is terrible, blah, blah, blah. Or you can see that actually, you know, there's something that can be done. And that's why prayer is powerful, or healing, or holding space for people to change, and, you know, or wake up. And, you know, it's like when I said on the shorts for the card for, when is that? I think it is actually the card for tomorrow, for the full moon. I pulled the distorted feminine. And what that's about is, you know, whether it's distorted feminine or distorted masculine, many of us have got people that are in very distorted or distorted energy. And again, it could even be you resonate as being in the distorted energy, because we've all been in it at some point, or you could fall back into it. But if you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, I'd like to think you're all in that divine energy. But again, it's like part of what is going on collectively is that the breakdown of the ego. And that is why you see many of you will be going through things like anywhere where it's like you're really attached to money or things like that. It's like it has to happen, because it happened to me too, and it makes you who you are. You know, you have to be broken down to absolutely nothing, like say rock bottom, and then when you build yourself, I just got drawn to 37 minutes. Then you can build yourself back up again. Do you know what I mean? And that's they're guiding me to 37 minutes, because that was the fucking Inspector Cluedo thing I worked out. I thought, right, okay, but it's because 37 is when you're normally going through it. You know, it's and like say for the people, that'll be for the people with their North Node in Taurus. I remember when I was 37, my North Node's in Gemini, and yeah, my life was changed quite a lot too. But it wasn't really the stuff that was happening to me. Actually, shit, it was a lot of stuff to do around my home and that as well. I think I did have to move house. If it wasn't moving house, believe me, my living situations were, yeah, I will literally write that in one of my many books. I was in a dark place. And mind you, not at 37, that was before 37. But anyway, what I'm trying to say to you is, it's like life batters you for a reason, to humble you, and then you can build yourself back up. But the bit when you're getting battered, pretty shit. So that's why we're said in love. Right. The family is on their own paths. I can only plant seeds. Very narcissistic. Yeah, and that's basically what I'm saying though. It's like, that's what I'm channeling about, is you get to this point where wherever I've seen that in my own life, right, wherever it is in my life, whether it be, you know, friends that I've moved away from, or any kind of, you know, family or anything like that, it's boundaries. It just comes down to boundaries. You know what I mean? That's why I talk about boundaries all the time. You have to spend time away from whoever you notice is in distorted energy around you, like leaving toxic situations. But it's just, that's why I always say is that it doesn't need to be forever. In some people's cases, it does. I've said this before. I've been saying it the last few weeks. There's many people I've helped where it was so toxic that why the hell would you want to go back to that, right? But there's other situations where actually it hurts too much to be away entirely. It really is unique for different people, because you know, trauma bonds are a thing as well, and there's an addictive element to that. I mean, that's what lots of people are in romantic relationships like that, where they're mistaking that for their twin flame, when it's actually a very toxic trauma bond. And it's also, I mean, going deeper in that, it's also like, never mind a spell, it's like fucking Jezebels and succubus energy and all the other kinds, and yeah, I mean, you just don't even want to know. I remember doing a soul retrieval, right? And I was clearing someone's energy distantly. And I saw this kind of eel-like figure. And I was like, what the fucking hell is that? And then I since got confirmation of what that was. And that is actually how people describe some of these energies. And I was fucking mind-blown. Because it's like, even as a shaman, when I do this work, you know, like some of the things you can see is fucking mental. And you're like, oh, I'm just imagining that. Trust me, I wasn't. And it wasn't pretty. And it was like somebody had got into somebody's sacral chakra. And it was basically they were attacking them through sex. So that's why I always give the warnings to the men and the women out there that, you know, be very careful, because I'm pretty sure, oh shit, that'll be why I'm saying this. That'll be that this is the time where it's like there's huge temptation. So it's kind of like you just don't know. Again, it always reminds me of The Little Mermaid. You know The Little Mermaid, where Prince Eric is like in a daze and he's like hypnotised. He's about to marry the apparent beautiful other, you know, queen princess sort of person that's actually the ugly Ursula, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what always reminds me of. Whenever like I'm channeling about divine masculines like being in a trance. And that was my favourite when I was younger. That's not a coincidence. But that's what it reminds me of. And it's kind of like there's nothing you can do until the fucking spell is broken. Do you know what I mean? But the spell will be broken because she transforms into the big ugly whatever, you know, demon, and you can see, and he's like shit, and he's running like fuck. I'm joking. Remember they wave to the Triton, King Triton. He's like, by the way, why am I channeling this? This feels very Atlantis, because this is like Aquaman, because that's about the Triton thing. That's really weird. But yeah, I just always remember that. But I think I've said this before, I always found The Little Mermaid quite traumatic as well, because I'm like, why the fucking hell do they have to be waving everyone? It's like they're like, bye, and they're like fucking waving everyone goodbye. And I'm just like, why do they have to say bye to everyone to like be together? That is literally going to mean something to someone, fuck, and I can't be bothered diving into that, but it actually makes a lot of sense. Right, okay, so let's pull a card for Nyx. There's a lot of spell is broken action night. There certainly fucking is. And that's why they've chucked me on here spontaneously, because I am a fucking spell breaker. I've tried my bastard best, that's all I can say, and I'm absolutely exhausted. Don't mind me, this just is the part of my chart once a month where I'm absolutely fucked. Absolutely fucked. So I hope you guys appreciate this. Right, I know you do though. Libra's about sharing the love, so I'm sharing the love that I've got energy for, and then I'm getting off of here. I'll go back to bed. Right, so what does Nyx need? It's all kicking off. I can hear the fire alarms or car alarms or whatever it is, or ambulance. Sound the alarm. Nyx's card. It's the same one! Ah! And it's 37. See, that's just... Sorry for screaming, but fucking hell! See what... Right, I'm telling you, people that are 37 out there, this is important. I have to read the card again because it's got a different... we have to read it again. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm not reading it again, because I think we have to read it again. Jem, hello, are you new? Do you want a card? How did you find us? Are you subscribed? Help us get to the 500. By the way, if you're new, I'm not usually one of these people that bothers about that. Right, so, but now that we're that close, come on, I'm 8 people away. You know what I mean? That's fucking mental. Fucking mental. How many cards are in this? It doesn't, I'm trying to look. Well, I don't know how many cards are in this, right? But there's a lot. but there's a lot. Look at all of them. Look at fucking all of them. And we pull the same bastard card again. After I've just went on about how important that transition is. Oh, God. Anyway. Right, okay. Right. So, next. I know you were listening before, but I am going to read it again, okay? Confidence in your magic. Nothing can stop you, the beauty you seek. And that's why you two were both drawn to the live, you see, at the same time. When the magician's sword appears, you're called to cut the cords that bind you to old thought forms and beliefs, or to friends who are not true. That'll be why that spoke to you when I was reading that out. And think about it, the divine speaks through me. I say this all the time. I don't know who believes me, but it's true. I just looked at 44444, all the fucking fours, and that's the angels, right? But that spoke to you when I said this isn't just for Michelle. I wasn't joking. Of course, I've pulled the same card out, but it really is for fucking all of us. Do you know what I mean? Because it definitely was my card too. I'll fucking shuffle for me, and I was about to say that. I do that too much. I was about to use a bad swear word there. With the power of the magician's sword, nothing can stop you, hurt you, or turn you away from the beauty you seek, or the goal you desire with all your heart. The sword is a tool, not a weapon. So make sure you wield it wisely and for the greater good. Find the stuck places where you're kept tethered to a toxic person, a particular location, or a faulty thought or belief, and let the blade do its magic. Guys, you know what you got to do, right? Whenever you are tied to stressful situations, you need to fucking cut those fuckers loose, right? I've done it, you need to do it. You have a large endowment of magic, and people might make it seem like they're doing it to you, but trust me, a bit of time apart, you'll be like, holy fucking shit, they done me a favour. And that's definitely for more things that have been a bit longer than recent. You have a large endowment of magic available to you when you believe in miracles, but don't look to the heavens to grant you a wish. Look within. Use the magician's sword to cut you through limiting beliefs, and remember that all beliefs are limiting, and focus your intention in order to create what you wish. You have all the tools you need for the task at hand. You need only muster the what the fuck was it? The wherewithal to deploy the resources you have. When the magician's sword appears, it is time to get moving. This is not a tool for contemplation, for gazing at the finely polished edge. It is an instrument calling for decisive action. And that must be why I came on here, just to read this card about 5 times, because that's needed. And Libra Moon ain't about decisive action, guys. It's about, I could do this or I could do that. I'm not sure if it's the right time to do this or to do that, or I could do this or I could do that, or I just don't know right now. You know, it's that's Libra Moon, right? And anyone that actually is Libra Moon will be like, holy fucking shit, man, that's me. And I've helped loads of Libra Moon people over the years that would be like, yeah, that totally is. But that could really be any sort of placements. Like, I'm really pretty certain, because I know my planets, even without people's time of birth and that, I've noticed that I've got Venus in Aries, and I'm pretty sure whoever the other half of my soul has Mars in Libra. That would be very different. Very, very different. Hot chemistry, though, but it would mean that it would take a bit of listening to one another's points of view to meet in the middle. Do you know what I mean? And if that ain't twin flamey, I don't know what is. But yeah, basically, you know, Mars is masculine, Venus is the feminine, but it's and actually Libra is masculine energy too, but Aries is masculine energy. But what that would do is, with that actual combination, whether that be in a relationship or friendship, it would be like how I've described me and my soulmate best friend, that she's Libra Moon and I'm Aries Sun. It's like, you know, you find that sort of middle ground, and it's the perfect balance of something. Because Libra's always indecisive and, you know, stuck between options and not making a fucking decision. And Aries like, come on to fuck, you need to decide. Do you know what I mean? You need to take action, or you're just always stuck. Like, that's how I help my clients, that's how I help my friends, that's how I help my family. You know what I mean? And then the Libra people in my life help me by being like, do you know what? You don't always need to be setting yourself on fire for ungrateful cunts. Yes, I did say the C word. If this live stream disappears, it's probably because I said that. Please tell me you did not have any children listening. But anyway, for them to allow me to say that, it must be true. And by the way, Nix, I wasn't finished reading this for you, was I? So, and remember, the sword is alive. It certainly is today. With a wisdom you can summon to help you find the best course of action. Do not hesitate, act. 1975 might be significant to someone. Right. Is that not a band? I'm sure there's a band called the 1975 or something. Right, okay, so, wow. Same message for both of you. Right, Lexi, are you still here? I've been doing that long. I don't know how much battery I've got. Jen, did you tell us? Are you new? Are you new? You've never spoke before, I don't think. Oh no, you've got headphones in. That wouldn't have been nice when I screamed, sorry. Right. So, Lexi, call it Lexi. I'm just going to pull Lexi's card now, right? And then, Jem, I will pull you one of these as well, right? Lexi's birthday card. Not an actual birthday card. I'm not the best at sending birthday cards, guys. I'm not going to fucking lie. Like I always say, it's, you know, when I spoke about that when I tied it in with love languages, it's like, I think in my life, I will have really pissed off people whose love language is gift giving. But, you know, when people are physically in my life, I'm quite good with that. But if you live far away from me, it's like I collect things. So I've got a collection of things for folk, but it's... yeah, birthday cards and Christmas cards with my ADHD doesn't match. But you know what I always say? If people judge you on that, then they weren't a friend in the first place anyway. Right, okay, so... And actually, that's very Libra, you know. It's because you've got to realise that, you know, not everyone is the same as you. You know what I mean? Like, I think that can be a tough lesson for many to learn. Right. It's one that I've actually had to master throughout my whole life too, and I always have to pay attention to it, because Aries is about, you know, it's about you. It's about me. It's kind of like Libra is we and Aries is me. You've got to find the middle ground of that. Because if you were going the shadow side Aries, it would just be selfish, you know what I mean? But you've got to be, in these times, you've got to be selfish. So don't make selfish always a bad thing. If you're always being nice to everyone, which is the Libra energy, you're going to get burned. That's why I share all the time. I don't, like, you know, I'll leave a bit of time to pass, or definitely keep it anonymous, but usually I leave a bit of time to pass, and it's good when I share it. People say to me all the time, I'm glad you do that, because I always feel so alone with it. Right, anyway, sorry, just blathering away here. Right, I love you too. No, our birthday's the 6th, so it's actually a full moon birthday. I was looking for tickets to visit the other day. That's still on the manifest list. Yes, well, things are a bit chaotic just now. So yeah, but definitely, that would be nice. Right. Whose fucking card is it? Right, this is Lexi's card. Her birthday card, but not that kind of birthday card. Fortune's wheel. Luck and right timing. That sounded like fucking right timing. Luck and right timing. Luck and right timing. 23. The 23rd might be significant. That'll be just after that new moon in Aries. Oh, that new moon in Aries actually is Lexi's second new moon of the year, because Lexi is moon in Aries. I love how I remember people's placements. That's pretty cool. I'm admiring that about myself. But it's them reminding me, you see. My memory's shit, but when I'm doing this, they remind me. Right. Fortune's wheel. Luck and right timing. A turn of fortune. Lexi will be delighted about this, because she always asks things about manifesting money. The fortune's wheel is a sign that luck has found the right timing in your life. You have the magic touch and everything turns to gold. Sorry, guys. Is that not a fucking brilliant card to get on your birthday? There is nothing you can do wrong. You only need to hold what you desire as your intention, and it becomes true. Do not waste this power on trifling things. Dream big, for surely this is an opportune moment. This opportune moment will pass. Okay, send them my love too. I love you. Right. Wait a minute. Where did I get to? Such is the nature of Fortune's wheel. Use the creative power of the Fortune's wheel for the benefit of others, and the gifts will be returned to you tenfold. And that's a little bit like me doing this today. You know, even I was falling into that Libra. Oh, do I do it? Do I not? I've not got them a lot of energy, but actually, I know that always gives me energy. It makes me feel better. It helps a few people while I'm doing it. And you know what I mean? And then I was, oh, fuck it. And then, there's a good example, actually, of the Libra and the Aries thing. I just done it. Do you know what I mean? So it can be like the Aries people helping the Libra people, or the Libra placements in your life, or you can do it with you can do it yourself. Like, I was kind of getting stuck in my head about things, and then I just fucking thought, do you know what, actually? Fucking grab the phone and go. That's the Aries. You know what I mean? You just got, that's why we say fuck it, let's go. Otherwise, you're just keeping yourself stuck. Right. So, and again, that's going to be really what I just channeled there will be more important than what I was just talking about. That'll be for people in really toxic, painful situations that you really do just need to be like, it's now or never. I need to get out of this. Like, I can feel that. Use it only for your gain, and you will be left impoverished and with the bitter taste of your squandered opportunity. Yeah, basically, if you go to the shadow side areas and you're selfish about it and you don't sort of share, and that's what I'm saying about it. It's like I say all the time, but if I don't share my gift in some sort of way, and actually more recently I woke up the other morning and they were reminding me that I did actually want to get back to doing some sort of like daily live stream, not every day, but probably like, I think probably from like Tuesday to Friday. I want to try doing that again at some point, because I think it's needed at these times. And I think it would just ground people a little bit, even if it's like just for 30 minutes or something. Because I done that in the summer and it really actually helped me through a lot, and I know that it helped a lot of you. So I don't know when I'll start that. I think I might start it around my birthday, but we'll see. But again, it's to do with my son in the 6th house. Like when I am helping people, being of service every day, it's what my soul is here to do. But if I was just kind of sitting not helping anyone ever, then that would be like keeping, the healing myself, and then I get ill. And I don't benefit from my own healing. Fucking hell. When I'm ill, it's like, I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? But it's like when I'm ill, they force me to ask others for help. You know what I mean? And that's really how it should be. So that I don't, totally isolate myself from people. We all need people. That's what Libra's about. Love, peace and harmony. You know what I mean? Right, fortune's wheel comes unannounced. Notice the early signs, the coincidental encounters, and the seemingly magical and synchronous events that herald its arrival. That call, that email, that invitation, that chance encounter was no accident. They were all choreographed by fortune. Oh, look, Lexi's card says that too. Do not wait any longer. Carpe diem, that's one of my favourite sayings. Seize the day. Have you ever seen The Dead Poets Society? That's where that's from. It's an amazing film. Recall your boldest and noblest longing and invite it into your life. This invitation is all that is required. God, these cards are kind of intense. I'm here for it though. Because it's an intense full moon. Oh God, my fucking hand. Right, Gem, you spoke and said something about you need a spell breaker. Would you like a card? Christ, my hands went to sleep. The rain is pouring down here, cleansing the energy. I don't know how much battery I've got. Oh, 36% battery. 36 could be significant. Right. I'm going to keep an eye on the comments. Don't know what happened. It just did you hear what I read? I read your one. It was great. It was something about fortune. Yeah, listen to it because you'll like it. Oh look, gestation period, winter's dream. That's about the people that are sleeping. All right, well, I've just read it. It was a good one. Watch it on the replay. Right. I think I will need to bring this close soon because my throat's getting a bit sore. So it's really weird though. When I'm doing this, it's like my voice always gets really loud and my throat has gotten sore, but I feel that's with like people that are needing to speak up in these situations. Do you have a timestamp? No, I fucking don't have a timestamp. If you want me to roughly estimate, I would say probably about 55 minutes in. By the way, Lexi gets my sense of humour, so don't be. I always think if someone was new, they'd be like, fucking hell, man, that's a bit much. From one Aries to another, you can handle it, can't you? Yeah, I literally just done it though. You literally just missed it. But do you know what? Seeing as it's your birthday tomorrow, you can have the big reward. You'll only get that if you see the community tab. You can get a free card reading because it's your birthday tomorrow. Right. What does Lexi need to know? 1. Oh, look! Oh, sorry, I keep screaming. These are for everyone. Oh my God, these are so... Right, these cards are so twin flamey, it's not even funny. So these are Lexi's birthday cards, but they're also everyone's cards, right? If you're a twin flame, these are all your cards, right? Ametrine, brilliant crystal. I always visualise that when I get to the higher heart chakra, actually. Sometimes I say it out loud when I'm doing these channeling, sometimes I just say it telepathically. Balancing masculine and feminine energies. And that is what the Libra fulfillment is about, within yourself and within your connection. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. Sensitive emotions. What have I just been saying? It's a very heightened time of energy right now. If you haven't noticed, you must have been hiding under a rock. It's fucking mental out there. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. Staying in your house and not speaking to a single soul. Sorry, that's just me. Titanium rainbow quartz, multifaceted. There are many layers and dimensions to a situation or a person you're asking about. So again, that's going to be about a situation for, well, these are Lexi's cards. So basically, you'll know what that's about. But I feel when I'm reading these for the wider audience as well, that's probably definitely going to be about you and your twin flame. So it's like basically all that is on the surface is not as it seems. And now I'm going to read these cards, because when I picked these cards up, these were the ones that I happened to pull out, and they really did tell a story. I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said. It was wrong to take out my frustration on you. So at some point, so Lexi, by the way, now I'm going on the collective reading. So at some point or other, either you've said hurtful things to your twin flame, or they've said it to you, or you both said it. Now, this could have been years ago, this could be months ago, this could have been recent, or it might not have happened yet. This could be a warning for some people. You're very welcome, Lexi. And have a happy birthday tomorrow. Right, so there's that. And again, that's very apt, because Aries energy is anger. You know what I mean? It's assertive too. And in these situations where people need to leave situations, you do need to be assertive. Because karmic energies of any kind, romantic, friends, family, hang on for dear life. They don't want to lose you, because they were able to drain your energy. Do you know what I mean? And speaking from experience, whenever I've tried to leave karmic in, and it's like, it depends on how it happens. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it depends on how it happens. Anyway, I still feel connected. This is what I'm saying about, look, this could have been something that was years ago or a while ago, because it's like, that's like fucking sparks of flu, but not in the best way. Like, and again, the thing is, whenever you argue your twin flame as well, it's probably going to be like, it's going to be weird, because it's like, amongst the hurtful things that you, and not all twin, I've said this before, but not all twin flames would argue like that, but some do. So it is wise to sort of just cover ground here. It's, if you never argued with them, it's probably because on some kind of subconscious level, you knew that if you ever did, it was going to be explosive. And you wouldn't be wrong, because it's because you're balancing the energies. And if the energies aren't like, you know, that balance of the masculine and feminine yet, it's going to be explosive, do you know what I mean? But obviously that can be like what I said about having the Mars and Libra, and then the Venus and Aries can be explosive in a different kind of good way. But yeah, I think what they're saying there is like, when you do argue with your twin flame, for those of you that are with them, or if you can remember anything like that, like say I'm being shown, I've got people that I know that are married to their twin flame, it's, you can probably always feel that tension there, you know what I mean? Like the underlying kind of, this is not just about this. Right, okay, so this is interesting, because now it's like somebody's like that's like an apology. So it's like, you know, somebody being like, reflecting back on it, I still feel connected to you. So that could be like all those years ago when those things are said, I didn't mean it. But I've waited too long to reach out. Is it too late for us? You know what I mean? So yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean somebody's going to fucking say this, but this is what I feel a collective of masculines are thinking. And of course they are, because some are waking up. You know what I mean? Some are still fast to fucking sleep, so it's whatever. Right, so I still feel your energy around me. I never believed in these things before now. I do now. And that's when I thought, that's quite intense and dramatic, because it's like, that's like, I do now. It's like somebody's been hit with all the signs and they're wide awake and probably don't like it very much. Right, okay, so let's just shuffle these, because those were the ones that I had pulled before I came on, and then I'll do some more and then I'll go, because like I say, my throat's a bit sore. Right, what else do we need to know on top of that? Won't be everybody's story, but it will be helpful for whoever. And again, I had to do something about love because Libra full moon is about love. It's love and partnerships, it's marriage, it's spiritual marriage. And like I always say, that's what twin flames are. You're literally connected in that way, and that's why it's so intense. You just, you can't get away from them, right? So, and really you don't want to. At the soul truth, you don't want to, but it can sure as hell feel like you want to when your ego's talking. You might literally run away. I've shared loads of times whenever I've seen mine over the years somewhere out, I'm like fucking running away. Right, okay, so it's not just the masculine that runs, the feminine can run too. Right, so, oh, the same one! See, it's in the collective, they're just showing you. See, they get me to do that because I pulled them off camera. I still feel connected to you, but I've waited too long to reach out. Is it too late for us? Well, I don't know, Divine Feminines, is it? I still feel... Right, what the actual fuck? I shuffled, and it's the same cards. Right, Spirit's like, I fucking just told you what the energy is. I still feel your energy around me. I never believed in these things before. I do now. Right, okay. And I want you to see the real me. I've been hiding from our love for too long. This energy's just got a whole lot more intense. I'm putting these cards away. That really does feel like the very accurate energy, because of the shorts I pulled yesterday as well was... do you know what song I'm hearing now? But I don't know if it's got those words in it. You make it real to me. What's that again? It's the one that's in... yeah, I think it is about... That is about someone running to you, not away from you. Anyway, right, okay. Oh, wait a minute, I need to put this phone down. Right. This is where people lose interest, because so many twin flames are not at this bit. Right, I'm shuffling. But some are. Right, oh! Look what just flew out. That flew out. Oh, I haven't published. Wait, can you still hear me when I put the phone like that? Somebody speak to me. Can you still hear me? Because if you can, I might have a bit of a break. My hand is fucking... my arm's really sore. Ow. I hope I get blessed tenfold for finding energy to do this for folk. Alright, good, good. Right, okay, so... trust me, when you fucking hear one day in the future the shit that I've been through, you will be amazed that I've been able to help people in my dark times. Right, so... but I've been through darker, so I can handle it. Right, so talking to dark times, look at this. This doesn't look too fun, right? This is, like, again, staying in the darkness with the toxic situations, the toxic people, the narcissists, the gaslighting, the people that don't want you to shine. This is the opposite. This is the new earth. This is where everybody gets to share their gifts, and that jealousy and envy that so many of us can experience on the daily. It's like people just do their own thing and they share their talents and their gifts and everybody's happy, and that kind of shit, you know, it's not so, it doesn't go on. It's just a nicer place, do you know what I mean? And yes, it seems like a bit of a dream come true, but you can have that, you know, you really can. It's the path of least resistance. Again, I said that, this is really funny. When I don't know when I'll publish that, but I done one yesterday. And so I probably published that, I don't know, about a week or something. But I said when I read this card, it reminded me of in the Lego movie, the piece of resistance. And it's like, you know, in that film, and it's like, everything is awesome, everything is cool when you're part of a team, everything is awesome when you live in the dream. I've just actually fucking... okay. I don't know whether I'd be embarrassed or proud that I knew all the words to that, but I did just watch it the other day, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? I'd probably still remember, though. But that's what it reminds me of. Every time I read this card, it reminds me of the piece of resistance. But actually, what I said in that recorded video, it is good, isn't it? But I feel it's because everything is not awesome. And anyone that's heard me say this before, I fucking can't stand the word awesome. When people use the word awesome around me, if it's a friend of mine, I'm probably going to look at them and be like, please don't say that again. But I'm only joking. I'm not joking. I don't like the word awesome, but we have to be Libra about this. If somebody wants to say awesome, let them fucking say awesome, right? You know what I mean? Just let people be who they are. But I'm just saying, It makes me cringe. I'm not an awesome person. Well, I am an awesome person, but I don't like the word awesome. Anyway, just certain words just really, they just annoy me, and that's one of them. It's like the other word I really don't like is woo-woo. Whenever people describe spiritual stuff as woo-woo, I'm like, get the fuck, man. I'm the most woo-woo person you'll ever meet, mate, but don't describe my stuff as woo-woo, right? Anyway, sorry. We keep it real around here, right? There's nothing woo-woo. To me, woo-woo is when you're trying to sort of, oh, I'm a little bit like this, but I'm not really. It's kind of like when you're dipping your toe in the water. No, I'm full out woo, but I'm not woo. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm just calling a spade a spade. This is me. You either get it or you don't. Do you know what I mean? Right, anyway. Choose ease and grace. So it's like, yeah, some people are stuck in the old earth, some people are going to the new earth. It's a clear decision now, and this is not a coincidence. I'm channeling this and it's Libra moon. Some people are indecisive and they're in the hallway. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, look, if you're in the hallway, you're pulling the darkness with you. Just leave it behind, close the fucking door, and move into the happiness. Do you know what I mean? It really is that easy. It's a lemon belief if you think it isn't. Sacred sexuality, accessing the unified field. Yeah, access the unified field and the happiness. Take responsibility where you need to, acknowledge where you need to, nurture your inner child. Look at that. That just kind of fell, but it was like, made sense. Another annoying thing that's going to really annoy me is the washing machine is beeping, and it doesn't stop beeping until you stop it. It leaves it for a minute and then it does it again. And by the time it gets to doing the third time, I'm like, fucking shut up! In my head, because I don't speak like that. And, well, unless you were really pushed. I think we could all be pushed. But no, I'm only joking. Right, I shall tune in again another time. I'm about to drop Mox off at daycare and go to work. Well, have a lovely day. I love you too, Lexi, and have a lovely birthday. Right, okay, so I'm going to just do a couple more cards for the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine Collective. Where is the Divine Feminine at in the physical, everyday experience? And it's not all Divine Feminines, you're not all in the same timeline, but where are the ones that this is going to speak to? Merkaba activation, ground, shield and protect. Well, again, that's really pretty spot on, because I'd said that about, yeah, I'm absolutely, after I've done my wee bit here to help whoever found this helpful, I'm definitely grounding, shielding and protecting with the energy that I've been feeling, sensing and seeing. So I would advise you to do the same. Family. And another card. Oh, same card. Yeah. Just, yeah. Do you want to get pulled into other people's darkness, or do you want to look after yourself? And what one I'm doing, right. Well, I suppose I'm doing a bit of both though, because I came on to help people. So balance. What's Libra full moon about? That's right. Balance. That's the Libra symbol. Right, where's the Divine Masculine at? The counterpart of the twins that are grounding, shielding and protecting their energy, because they'll also be feeling your twins' energy going through difficulty. The masculine. The generator. Oh, look, the that's basically why I said that. It's important that the feminine ground, shield and protect, and we had the 4-4 portal yesterday, which the energy builds, you see. So although it was the 4th yesterday, we're still in that 4-4 portal that is building, for the full moon tomorrow. And I would even say the new moon solar eclipse, because that is really when all the big massive change kicks off, like just really intense energy. Again, eclipse season is just notorious for breakups. Just trust me, you'll see it all around. If you're not the one going through it, you'll see loads of them going through it. Staying grounded. When the feminine protects, grounds and shields, it helps your masculine stay grounded in these difficult times of change, to put it mildly. And it helps, look, oh my god, I love it. Look, 4-4 again. Fucking both cards, 4-4 portal. Heart openings. It's helping them stay grounded as their heart is opening, and because there's a battle of the head and the heart right now. Remember, I've said this is what Libra full moon is about. It's like some masculine energies will make decisions that is like it's self-sacrifice in a way. It's kind of like Libra could be like, right, I'm not going to make the decision that's the best for me, because they might see that as selfish. Like that would be like, putting yourself first, which is actually a very good thing, and this whole world is inverted. I'm going to do what's right for everyone involved. And that would usually involve with twin flames, the masculine not choosing the feminine and putting everyone around them first. But again, it's like what is changing right now in the planet is because the feminine is really, well, hopefully you're at this, but really turning inwards and really putting yourself first. The masculine is becoming more grounded and getting clearer and clearer of where they need to be heading in life. And again, it's away from toxic situations and relationships. Yep, they're becoming a master alchemist. 5-5 changes, 5th of May might be significant. Violent flame activation is what every channeling I'm doing, it's what I'm using. It's the Saint Germain energy. It's what I channeled the other day was the Saint Germain Lady Portia energy. Really, I'm channeling that all the time. Twin flame facilitator, as a twin flame facilitator, I'm channeling that all the time. Expansive growth is happening, and yeah, let your light shine. And again, look, that's why they pulled me on here. So, to come here and shine my light, because I'm here to help the twins. Right, okay, so everything I'm saying about me, take the bits that resonate for yourself. Where are you meant to be letting your light shine, but you've maybe dulled your sparkle because you found people were a bit jealous or envious around you, and every time you showed your talent, people would treat you a bit differently. Fuck them, guys, with love. You know what I mean? Whatever that means to you. Move it, keep it moving. Go and shine your light where people aren't going to be like that around you. Because you'll do them a favour. They'll then go and do the shadow work. They might come back later and apologise and be like, sorry for being a bit of a dick. Or they might not, but at least you'll be out somewhere else and you can shine your light. You know what I mean? That was funny the way it came out. Right, a healing card for the feminine. And I know that's... Oh, like, what have I just been saying the whole of this live and what I say all the time? I know that sounds easier said than done, what I said, because there was a time in my life when it would have been a devastating thought for me to move away from certain people in my life. But now I'm long away from the people I thought I couldn't live without. I'm so much more... I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. And believe me, that is while I'm going through major spiritual warfare. So that's saying a lot. Do you know what I mean? Like, basically, I'd rather be going through that without being around those type of people than not, you know what I mean? It's like, so just take, and like I said, I really am being honest. I wouldn't have said that at the time, so I hope that really helps someone out there. Prayer works. Well, feminine knows this. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for hearing and answering my prayer of, and add the details of your prayer. And notice that's really weird. I wondered why I used that in the title, that I called it a prayer circle, because that is what that is really what every live stream I do is, but it's just they keep getting, I'm always talking about prayer, and it does work. So yeah, that is what this is. So just you silently say that to yourself now and know that I'm holding space for that even when we come off the live. Love it. Right. And when I'm saying that's the card for the feminine, that's for the masculines too, because the masculines have feminine energy. Again, masculines typically, it's like they've got an outer masculine energy and an inner feminine energy, which is why I wrote in the post earlier, we've all got fragility about us. So even the sort of, even the most egotistical sort of guys that make out they haven't got any feelings in that, they absolutely fucking have. Like, nobody's fooled. Do you know what I mean? And anyway, that's distorted masculine, and twin flame masculines come out of that when they're meant to. And the same with women that are like, fuck men, I don't need a man, or I don't need a woman, whatever your gender is, or whatever your preference is. It's like, I don't fucking need anyone. Yeah, you do. Stop talking shite, right? Everybody needs someone. Right. So, masculine. Organic foods. Look at that guy. That's so funny. He's like, this is so good. Right. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting my desire to consume and use organic products. But I really just feel that's about masculines being guided to, pay attention to the balance of their diet a bit more. That's funny. I thought this one was going to come out. The balance of their diet, does that make sense? Whatever. Just eating better. Divine intervention. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for being with, name the person in need. That might actually be yourself, and that's not selfish if it needs to be you, but it can be anyone in your life. And for helping me with and describe the situation. I have faith in divine intervention, and I fully accept your guidance. Now, there's only 2 cards in here from what I remember that say things like that. The prayer one and this one. So that is not a coincidence that both these came out. So that's really lovely. See, because sometimes people need a bit of a nudge. When I'm saying pray for things, people might get a bit Libra about it and be like, I don't know how to pray. How do I pray? Just fucking Be grateful every day. Don't just pray when you're desperate. Oh, look, just something might be about children there too, because that was just pulling me in. Or it could be your inner child. Something could be prayers about money as well. There'll be a lot of that going on for people. Again, remember, you're going to be shown where your life's out of balance right now, because that's what the Libra full moon does. And depending on where that is in your chart, that could be really rough. But if you've got things in a healthy balance, you might not have it as bad. Again, just depends for different people. Right, we're going to end it with what do we need to know? What is a current sort of collective theme for love situations? Because this is the full moon of love, although I've not seen a lot of that out there. That's why I came on here to share the love, because I've not fucking seen a lot of that. I've not seen and felt a lot of that. Right. We've got, yeah, I knew that was going to come out. I saw that in my third eye, yin and yang. And this is what I spoke about earlier when I gave examples. Like yin and yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. And that's why if you've ever argued with your twin flame, or if that's yet to happen, lucky you, it's kind of like, it's because you're arguing with yourself. I mean, you really sort of tune in on that deeper level. As long as you are a true twin flame, you should be able to get that. It's like, you're battling yourself. And when you give up the battle and you stop treating it like a competition, because that is a weird thing that many twin flames get into. It's like you're against each other, and you're really not. It's everyone fucking else that's against you when you work it out. You know what I mean? This is fighting talk, because Aries is fighting and Libra is like making it up. It's funny, right? And this could be the one. So yeah, you already know that this is the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So for whoever this is for, you know exactly who your twin flame is. And it's remarkable. Notice everything remarkable about your relationships and make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. That's very Aries. And look, she's like, aye, right, well, you know, you said this and you said that. And he's like, look, I'm sorry, darling, listen to me. It does look like that. She's like, listen, I'm in my Queen of Swords right now, right? You're going to have to make this really good if you want me to listen to you. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have what? Have faith. What do I was going about? Faith. And when you have faith and you come out of the worry and the sleepless nights and the what the fuck have I done? Don't want to be a player no more. I want to put in the hard work. I'm ready to work for this. I'm ready. I'm channeling someone's masculine or a collection of them. I'm ready to tell the truth. Can't stop thinking about you. I'm ready to run to you. By the way, this is not where some of them are, because some of them are still in this. But actually, I did just pick this up reversed. I'm over all the fighting. That's what they've had to battle through to get to you. But I'm absolutely done. Oh, look, this is seriously in this order. I'm dropping the heavy load. I'm dropping the burdens. It's all just got too much. And I'm not ready to walk away from this connection with you, but I am ready to walk away from the toxic situations. And I'm no longer indecisive about actions. And I know that you're my divine feminine and my empress. And I've come out of hermit mode. I've found my strength. I've been stuck in ego for quite a long time, but I've found my strength. Or I'm going to, and I'm ready for union. Well, it turns out this was a very Libra full moon reading in the end, and I'm definitely going to end it on that. It's absolutely not for everyone's, but you'll know if it was for you. Again, these are timeless, so the jury's out. Fuck knows when this is for, right? So congratulations whenever it's for, and you can let me know when it happens. And probably about 6 to 9 months, because that's usually when my channeling's come. Right, love you. See you later, guys. Bye.